I'd like to bring this meeting to order. Please stand, remove your hats, and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing and raise your right hand and repeat after me. The Conservation Pledge. I give my pledge as an American to save and faithfully defend from waste the natural resources of my country. Its air, soil, and minerals. Its forests, waters, and wildlife. Thank you. Please be seated. Ron Sharp. Gary Davidson. Alex Vaitek. Jeff Radolski. He's here. Don Murray. Richard Bevins. He's on the lobby. Bill Birch. Bill Steffen. Ryan Terzaki. Keith Critch. Keith's here. Okay. Dan Austin. Dan's going to be excused. Dave Champagne. Scott Hahn. He's here. Dave Wolemski. Ted Stenning. Is Ted here? I don't think Ted's here. Mark Tooth. The minutes of the board and the membership and the general membership meetings are posted. Is there any discussion on the minutes? Can I have a motion on the minutes? Got a motion from Dave Williamson. Can I have a second? Got a second over here? All in favor of having the minutes as read, say aye. Opposed?
How you doing tonight, guys? We've got a nice crowd here. Glad to see that. Started out with our building fund. This report that I'm giving you right now is up to yesterday, so we are up to date tonight. $7,823 in the building fund. In our checking account, we got $12,618.56. And in our savings account, we got $20,407.50. Anybody got any questions? Okay, thank you.
Okay, can I have a motion on the treasury report?
I make a motion. Something's ripped.
What's your name? Can I have a second? Kurt Kraft. All in favor of having the treasury report as read, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, is any new members here tonight? There's one right here. A couple. Good. Welcome to our club. Make yourself at home. All right, on the raffle table, Don's got raffle going over there. He's got bulk packs of RJT jigs of various sizes. He's got a Dennis Lancey video. Great Teton jigging rod paired with a really nice Mitchell reel. A pistol safe, ice auger cordless drill adapter, and some fire line. And he's got more stuff too, so buy the tickets up back there. Don's located in the back over there at the rear. The building fund box is here. If anybody wants to put a donation in the building fund box, it's right here on this table. The motor tickets are in. If you don't have any, you can help us sell them. Talk to Ron. Ron can get you some tickets, and we can try to raise some funds for the club here. So we need your help to do this. So if you come and you can sell a few tickets, even a couple tickets, that'll all help. So please grab your seats and have a little respect here.
Like Dave just said, Bob Medworth just passed away. We usually sat together and did a lot of perch fishing. I'm going to recite the fisherman's prayer. It was also at his funeral that day. The one thing I did want to say is Bob passed away because he ignored some signs of heart disease. In the club's newsletter, I put in there not only Bob's obituary, but also all the signs. It's not classic. You don't have to have the classic chest pain, falling down and thinking you're going to be crushed. He just had nausea and just felt really fatigued. Well, he had 100% blockage in both of his major arteries. And don't ask me why, but they sent him home only 2 days afterwards, after just putting him on some heart thinner medication. They sent him home, and he died about a day and a half later. So, this is the fisherman's prayer for Bob. The fisherman's prayer. I pray that I may live to fish until my dying day, and when it comes to my last cast, I then most humbly pray that when I'm in the Lord's great landing net, resting peacefully asleep, He in His mercy will judge me big enough to keep. In Bob's memory, thank you.
Amen.
We have a moment of silence for Bob. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
And we received, along with a donation for the kids' outing of $25. We had a young man that was out there fishing when we had this going on, and he fell into the ice, through the ice into the water. And this is from his father. Dear volunteer members, thank you for your quick actions when my 4-year-old son, who took the wrong step into a fishing hole. The volunteers who aided me to get my son off the ice into a warming pen did a fantastic job and averted a tragic situation. The volunteers moved fast, were very professional. Unfortunately, Metro Park Services was not very helpful or professional during this stressful situation. We are looking forward to the kids' ice fishing outing for weeks. The festival provided a perfect opportunity for us to learn about the sport. We had a great time and learned a ton about ice fishing, especially not to step in fishing holes. Please accept our donation for the next year's kids' fishing outing. That means a lot. Everybody worked very hard out there on this project. A lot of people helped. And Jeff, Mark Tooth, they set this operation up very well. They had the tent set up in case of an emergency. Jeff's wife, who was a RN nurse, had her first aid kit and everything available in case we had a situation. And I think we owe a big round of hands for everybody that was out there and helped on that ice.
We had approximately, like I said, about 460 kids at the ice outing this year, and that's the most we've ever had. So, and probably over 500 people all together. So, it was a real good time. We had people all the way from Port Huron, Michigan, to the airport area coming there and enjoying the day. So, we had to give you guys a lot of great opportunity here to show people how our club and how it works, and it really worked out good. And I would like to give a thank you to all our people that donated stuff, so you guys can stop at their place of business and tell them that you got it from the kids out there. So big thank you. Big thank you for Joe Baylog on his ice fishing seminars, and Mark Sack from Ice Scoops and the Jiffy Power for taking all the holes out. And I'm going to ask him next year not to bring a 10-inch auger and bring 8-inch. Since we had that problem. We had actually a couple more kids fall through, and one of them was my nephew. So I scammed on that one, so it's all right. But then we had Steve Lambs for his great big barbecue, so we could get all them hot dogs done. That was a great machine. And then Captain Dan Shimelak from Lakeside, tell him how great it was for all the bait poles that he donated. Captain Jim Bratton for the shrimp wrapping that pavilion, that made it really nice to heat up everybody. Ackett's Caterings and Soups for the chicken soup and the gift cards. Tom and Alex for the hot dog buns at Southside Grill. We got National Coney Island for the Coney sauce. Ackett's Hamburgers and Chili. Jerry Stacy and Dennis Knotts from Buddy's Pizza for donating the buckets. We've got Jimmy's Bait, he donated bait. Bill Rose Marine and Gil Lucia DeSarchik for the heaters, tables, and chairs. We had the MSU sport fishing team again this year, helping out District 8 for the trailer and the tents. And Dave Pollock, he is from the Dark Horse Gear and Tackle Company. He outfit, they donated a bunch of decoys. Chuck Meldrum again with the hand-carved decoys. We had a John Heinrich. He, from Port Huron, he just sent me a card in the mail with $35 to give to the kids outing too. So, and then we have Cindy Babbitts. She was the one that helped me out with the flyers, and she took 252 pictures for the kids outing this year. So that'll get put up on the website also. I just got it today. Coastline Power for their donation. Bass Pro Shops. That's where mostly all the kids' prizes came from. So, and then another thing, just to thank everybody again from this club. It was a huge success this year. We had a ton of feedback, and if everybody that helped out with the kids outing, please stand and show, and the club members, please clap and give them a big hand. There was a lot of work Saturday and Sunday to put this together. So give them a big hand. While I'm out there also, training trip time. This year, they're going to come over here the 16th and 17th. So if anybody can volunteer, be a captain, take guys out, please let me know. I'm sitting back over here by Keith. Sign me up. Also, it's April the 16th and 17th, and it's going to be at the Rose Clare Eagles again, the dinner. I filled everything out, and I'll have it in for in the newsletter for this next month here. Also, we're going to do the big fish, little big fish tournament again, like we did last year. And this year, though, for us to go over there, we're having a lot of conflict because they got a lot more tournaments going on. So what we're probably going to do this year is like the second weekend of October. We're going to do a river fishing. So come on over there and sign up, and I'll have all the information for you. But it'll be a lot of time. I go over there and I fish with Todd and Kurt now for the Battle Creek Steelheaders, and I go over there all fall, all winter long now, and I fish with them on the Kalamazoo, the Grand, and the St. Joe River, and they're planning on taking us out on the St. Joe River in October. It's a lot of fun. It's mainly all steelhead, so it'll be a good time. So come on back there and let me know, and I'll give you my phone number and whatever it takes, and we'll get this set up. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm just going to give us a quick rundown on our tournament schedule for the upcoming year. We're going to start out with the MUCC. By the way, our club is hosting it. We'll be holding it out at Gilbert Sportsman's Club. They're gracious enough to let us use the building there. That'll be May the 7th. On the 14th and 15th, we're going to have a tournament out at Chantel's, the old Cheers over there. Well, it's called Chantel's Cheers now. And that'll be on the 14th and 15th. Billy Rose's tournament will be on our Derby weekend in May. That'll be the 22nd, I believe, guys. I'm doing this all from memory. If I miss a date by a day or so, please excuse me. But I will be having information about all these tournaments on the back table a little later. 22nd for Bill Rose, and then okay, and Bowsleyer Classic is going to be the 4th and 5th of June. That will be held at Gilbert Sportsman's Club. We're doing the weigh-in on all these, and we look for help on all of them. So guys, if you see me standing around back here in the upcoming months and you feel like you want help, please do. We can use the help out there. We always need help. And also, our big one here, the Lake St. Clair Classic. It's going to be June 25th at the Harley Jensen Ramp. Guys, if you can't fish this tournament, this is one we're really going to need help on. It's our first shot at trying to do a big money cash tournament, and we're going to need help in all aspects of this tournament. So please contact me. I'll be sitting in the back here, like I say, in upcoming months, and thank you for your time.
Okay, everybody, I want to talk about the poker fundraiser we had at the beginning of this month at Snookers. I want to thank everybody who came out to help out. We raised $3,400 for 4 days' work, so, thank you everybody who came out and helped out. Another great fundraising event. We have another poker fundraiser scheduled for March the 8th through March the 11th, coming up real soon. Anybody that can help out, let me know. Anybody that's helped out in the past, expect a phone call real soon. It should be another successful event. We have 2 more later this year. Thanks again, everybody who helps. It helps with our kids' outings and some funds to run the club. It's a really great opportunity for us to make some money. The other thing I wanted to talk about is Bass Pro Shop coming up on February 26th, 27th, March the 5th and 6th, and again on March the 12th. We're going to be out there promoting the club. We're going to have a display booth, going to sell some raffle tickets. If anybody is available and wants to come out and help support the club, please see me. Again, that's February 26th, 27th, March the 5th, 6th, and then March the 12th. On March the 13th, which is a Sunday, we're going to be running the trout ponds at Bass Pro Shop, and that's a good money-making, fundraising opportunity for us there too. So anybody that wants to help out with that, it's a lot of fun. Get to see the kids catch fish. Can't think of any better way to spend some time. Yeah, that's the Bass Pro Shop's Spring Classic, if that's what it's called, Keith. Yeah, the Spring Classic is going on, so it's a lot of good things to do out there. Bass Pro Shop usually gives everybody who works the booth there a 10% off or 15% off coupon for merchandise, so it's a good opportunity to save some money on some stuff. That's it. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Good evening, everybody. Here to talk about the 6th annual bowling fundraiser. That is bowling with a B. That's this weekend. It's Friday night. And this is going to be, as you know already, held at the AMF Rose Bowl Lanes. That's located in Roseville at Martin Road and Groesbeck. Martin Road's 11.5-mile road. The bowling alley sits on the northwest sector of that intersection. It's a really good event. It's lots of fun. Come check it out. The cost to participate in the bowling is $20 per bowler. And that's going to get you 2 games of bowling, free rental shoes if you need them, and pizza. It's going to be 9-pin no-tap bowling, so not much, all you have to do is get 9 pins and that will count as a strike. So if you have a hard time pulling up a good game in bowling, 9-pin no-tap's the way to go. Along with that, there's going to be lots of great prizes to be raffled off. We do a different style of raffle at this particular event, which is a lot of fun. 50-50 raffles. We usually pull 1 or 2 or 3 of those off. There's also going to be a strike ball jackpot, a mystery game, and a high game if you feel that you want to get into something like that. You don't have to bowl to join in on the fun. Just come on down. You don't have to be a bowler to partake in the prize raffles and 50-50 and whatnot. Is there any questions about this event? It's this Friday at the Rose Bowl. Can I possibly get a show of hands of anybody that's the thoughts cross their mind to come to this event this weekend? Good. And is there any more that are actually going to be coming? Okay, well, maybe if you don't have much going on Friday night, the weather's going to be good, and come on out and check this thing out. It's the 6th time we've done it. It's always a great, fun time, and again, another good way to raise funds to operate this club. Check-in is at 8:30 p.m. and we're going to get off bowling probably about 9:30. So as long as you're there before 9:30, you should be good. Thanks for that. Any other questions?
You sign up there?
I did put some information on the tables out there, but you can just show up at the door. Just come one and come all. $20 a head when you get there. When you do get there, the only thing I ask when you come and check in is if you come in with a group of people, just one person come up to the check-in table and represent the whole group with the money's already ready. That saves a lot of confusion at the check-in table. I'd like to thank everybody that's helping with this event in the backgrounds in advance. Thank you very much for your help. And I'd like to thank everybody that comes on down and participates in this for coming out and participating. That's really helps a lot when people does that. So if I've left anything out, come and see me. I'll be around here for a while. Otherwise, thank you very much for your time and have a safe trip home.
Last time I was up here talking to you, I asked for volunteers to be deputized through a training program with the DNR to be able to harass the cormorants. I'm going to give you some good news, I'm going to give you some bad news. Number one, the development since that last time has been that the tree huggers have really gotten their fingers in the way, and now any harassment has to be done when there are no babies in the nest. Well, you know, they're oiling eggs, they're shooting birds, they're doing a lot of different things. Even the Coast Guard cannot clean off their lights and their navigational devices if there's babies in the nest. So that's the bad news. The good news, around the state last year, keep in mind that the cormorants can reproduce at a rate of about 37% a year. That's what our numbers were growing at in many different areas. That's huge. Last year, the numbers had been reduced, this is counting nests, by 40%. So if you add the 30% normal increase by the 40% decrease, they did a hell of a job last year in the oiling and the shooting of these birds and getting rid of these things. What does that mean to us? I believe that some of them have been displaced. Some of them have been displaced down to our areas, and the DNR has not a clue that that's what's happening down here. In talking to Karen Cleveland, she didn't even know that on that St. Clair light there were 40 nests, and I got a chance to talk to the Coast Guard director for this vicinity, and now there are 60 nests on that light, and they're having trouble cleaning them off. Now, that sounds like bad news, but really for us that's good news. The training that we were supposed to do a while back, we got rained out, we went up. Some of us drove almost all the way to Hilton Lake, and before they canceled it because the weather was so bad, their communications were knocked out, and we had to turn around and come home. No training. Now at this last meeting, they're talking about bringing the training down to us, deputizing us down here. What does that mean? That means we can actually shoot what's the right word? Anyway, bangers and screamers at these things to scare them off lights, off the area, especially when they are planting fish. Now, they know of one plant site that they're being harassed by the cormorants right now. They don't even know about the one down here at the Clinton River. Where they're being harassed. They don't even know that their birds exist around there, and I know they're there. I see them. And I know they're nesting there, so they're eating something. The point here is that the Coast Guard, this is the first meeting he showed up to. He's really resides in Cleveland, came all the way up to this meeting up at Houghton Lake. He was tickled pink that there's somebody down here that'd be willing to go out there and harass those birds off of their lights, because that's less man hours he has to put towards it. So when I put that idea to Tony Alderman, who is the head of the shooting project throughout the state, he says, who? He says, maybe we don't have to reside you just to harassing them. Maybe we can have your people shoot the damn things. So the problem is you have to be deputized to do that. And so again, I'm asking for people, if they're going to try and see our area, because we're further south, we start seeing cormorants about March 12th. They don't see them in the big areas up north where the strong concentrations are until April. So they're saying, wait a minute, we're gonna throw all these other guys at the bottom of the list, we're gonna put the St. Clair people at the top of the list for the training, you just get it organized. So I need people who are interested in doing it. I'm gonna give you my phone number right now, give me a call at home so I can give you more of the specifics and what have you. It's 586-781-4297.
Ted, you got a fishing report?
They were in 14 feet of water, caught fish, not a lot. They said it was steady, but a lot of small fish. Moved in a little shallower along the tree line at the end of the tree line at St. Luke's. They ended the day 2 guys. They were on quads, and this morning was easy traveling. They said when they came in this evening at dark, there was a lot of problems with quads getting hung up in the slush and snow that's melting out there. There's probably 8 inches to a foot of water and slush on top of the ice right now. There's still a good 20 inches of ice out there. The fish are there. They had them on their camera today. There's less shad than they've seen lately. So the shad numbers are down a little bit. The perch are still there. They just weren't really biting today. He caught 23 perch. He said 10 of them were over 11 inches, between 11 and 13, and the rest of them were between 8.5 and 10. So decent bite, not good numbers. Threw a lot back. It was 7 to 8 inches throughout the day, and it was tough. He said that if it doesn't freeze up tonight, which it doesn't look like it's going to, it could be rough travel on Mitchell's Bay tomorrow through the weekend, especially with this rain that's coming. I would think that the rain is going to turn those fish on in the warm weather, but it might be hard to get at them in the next few days. So if it freezes back up and those pumps don't pump too much muddy water into the Thames and the Snydam River over there, that's going to be the place to go, fishing those weed beds out there off of St. Luke's and Mitchell's Bay. This side of the pond, it sounds like it's been spotty at best. Metro Beach off the day sail ramp in the bay there has been somewhat productive. People are getting enough for a meal. Doesn't sound like they're knocking them dead, but they are catching some decent fish in there. Sounds like the guys that are spearing the fish are doing better than the guys trying to catch them with a hook and line. The rivers up north, Steelhead Rivers, I looked for some reports this morning, didn't see a whole lot, but a lot of excitement. Everybody up north is looking forward to these warm rains we're going to get the next few days. That should push the steelhead into the rivers up there and get some good fresh fish in the rivers for people. I guess that would be the best bet if you wanted to go for a ride up to Manistee, Muskegon River, Pierre Marquette, do some steelhead action. As for Saginaw Bay, haven't heard a whole lot. It's been spotty. They're catching plenty of fish, but there are a lot of shorties, a lot of 12 to 14 inches. People are catching 20, 30 fish out on the bay. Saginaw River as well. The Saginaw River catching lots of short fish, but they aren't getting those 15 plus inch fish. So it's going to be a good summer on the bay, it sounds like, with nice eaters up there. But you got to really work to get yourself 2 or 3 keepers out of the Saginaw River. The bay, the fish have been a little better, but they're still catching 20, 30 fish to get 2 or 3 keepers. Some guys are getting limits. It sounds like there's cracks out there. You got to be real careful. The bay's pretty well iced in. Depends what this warm weather and rain does. We're supposed to get some good south winds tomorrow. The south winds on Saginaw Bay are bad for blowing that ice out, so I don't know if it'll hold. If it doesn't, it hardens back up. Saginaw Bay is probably going to be a good bet for you. Excuse me. As for Lake Erie, haven't heard anything. I think this heavy snow cover has been tough on a lot of people, so if we can get this rain through and get it back hardened up, it could be good for a spring bite. Geno's has been spotty, as well as just south of there, the spillway. Some guys I'm hearing are getting decent fish, other guys are working to get a couple, so just got to move around a lot, be patient. Hopefully the water won't muddy up with this warm rain coming. If it does, hopefully we'll get some, either get rid of the ice, let's go jigging. But if it does harden back up and that water cleans up, I think we could have a decent spring out there between Geno's and Metro Beach. So haven't heard a whole lot. If you guys hear anything, please let us know. Post on the webpage so that we can get out and get on those perch before this ice disappears, okay? You have a good night. Thanks.
We got a door prize raffle here. Here's a door prize raffle for tonight. It's a hat, a pennant, and a hand towel for your boat. The number is, it's a gray ticket. The number is 363-837. 363-837. 837.
What I get to? You waited.
Over here. You're a winner, John. All right, thank you.